Coach, what was the difference in the second half? Was it something you said at halftime, or was it some strategy changes, or what do you feel like was the difference, really?
You know, I think we kind of just got stuck in the headlights. I think that there was a few, like I said, 3 or 4 possessions in a row where they got some open looks, and they're such a good shooting team. You know, that this is the second game in a row, second SEC game in a row that they've shot above 50% from the field. They're great shooters, and if you give them an inch, you're going to pay for it. So again, they started the game by making 6 of their first 9 3-pointers, and again, I think we did get a little down, but the second half we just challenged them in the locker room to play Ole Miss basketball. We did not play Ole Miss basketball in the first half, and I thought that the kids really responded and did a good job of trying to implement the things that we focus on in practice every day in the second half.
Since we really hadn't talked to you since the game prior to this, catch us up a little bit on the competitiveness that you had at LSU, and then maybe a little disappointing that you weren't maybe more competitive after that today. I looked like you played well down there.
Right, absolutely. I really think LSU was one of our better performances of the season. I think that for the most part we had the most focus we've had all season. We really executed our game plan near flawlessly. We did give up a couple of easy baskets at critical moments, and again, those 2 or 3 possessions were the difference in the game. I thought towards the end of the game, we were almost we almost felt too much pressure on ourselves. I think during about the last 4 or 5 minute stretch, I wouldn't say anyone was selfish, but I think we tried to force the issue a little bit. Whereas we've been taking great shots, I think we took some shots that were a little rushed, maybe shots that weren't necessarily our best shots, and unfortunately went through about 5 possessions with 1 basket, and that's when LSU came back and took the lead and finished it out by making some free throws down the stretch.
So a little bit disappointing not to build a little bit on that early in this game, or
well, you know, again, I think
or is every game separate?
I think every game is each own monster. I mean, the SEC is a monster conference, and I think if you get caught looking at the past or feeling too confident or not feeling confident enough, I think you find yourself in a lot of trouble in this conference. So for us, it's all about coming in and being as prepared as we can for that day. And again, I really felt like we were very prepared for LSU. I think that we were prepared for today, and again, we just had those few possessions strung together that caused that separation. And again, I can't say enough how resilient this team is. And the fact that, they outscored Vandy 38-36 in the second half just shows that until the final horn goes off, they're going to fight. And I don't know how many teams you've seen that down 20 have players diving for loose balls with 20 seconds left. And that's a testament to their character. They're great kids and very resilient.
Talk about De'Ara's play again today. Another successful day.
I actually they're really mad at me right now because I made them come in here today. And I don't know that they want to be here right now. But in the first half, they were 1 for 12. And that's why I wanted them to get to hear everything and be a part of this. They were 1 for 12 in the first half. And I just didn't think that they were being aggressive like they have been in the past several games. The play of these two is a huge part of our success. And when they're aggressive, I think we're a pretty good team. And when they attack the basket hard and play with passion, then I think we do some good stuff. In the second half, they were 8 of 13 from the field, and obviously you get a whole different result. Again, I think Valencia continues to be one of the best point guards in our conference. It's amazing she's getting 5, 6, 8 turnovers or 5, 6, 8 assists a game and not turning it over at all. And I think she's had 2 turnovers in the last 4 games maybe, which is just a phenomenal number. As far as De'Ara goes, De'Ara is a scoring guard, and we need De'Ara to be the aggressor and to be the one that takes the difficult shots when things aren't going for us. It's up to her to create, and she can't get upset with herself. And we've said it in here time and time again. She's her toughest critic, but the team needs her, so she's got to keep that positive mentality and know that we're all counting on her.
De'Ara, I think he's coaching you right now. What are your thoughts on the difference in the first half and second half today? And second half, you won it, had more points. Just talk about the difference between the first and second.
Well, our first half, obviously, we came out. I think we were a little flat, and I feel like we realized that towards the end of the first half, so we picked it up, like I'll say maybe like 4 minutes left in the first half. So we all got in the locker room, and we were telling each other, like, hey, pick it up. You know, we telling each other what we need to do. And I think we came out in the second half, we picked it up, and we was throwing punches right back at them. And, I mean, we were down a lot, but I feel like our team, like, we really fought back, and we fought to the end, and I'm proud of them for that.
I know Valencia wants me to ask her a question. Valencia, the 0-2 in the start in the conference. How are you going to keep this team motivated, you and the others, to keep rolling? It's early in the conference season, but you hadn't got a win yet. Just, what's the focus going forward?
I just told them in the locker room, just keep the head up, continue to work hard and practice day in and day out, and just bring it in the game. I know we started 0-2, but it's just the beginning. We can finish strong.
Brett, also for you, just maintaining that, a little tougher now the SEC started 0-2. Where do you go from here?
Yeah, well, again, I think when you look at it, you go to a very hostile environment at LSU and compete and enter in the game down to the wire. Today, obviously, like we said, we had the separation in the first half, but we did compete hard in the second half, and I'm still ready to move forward. And I think that every game is a game that's challenging, but a game that we can compete with. I think we can compete with anyone in the SEC, and so that being said, I think that we have to continue to challenge ourselves to become the best us we can be, and we talk to them about that all the time. It's not about being better than the person next to you. It's about being the best you can be, and that's what we've got to get to, and I think we are. I think we're growing every day. I think we're competing more every day. And I'm looking forward to the rest of the conference schedule.